Nigerian princes, loved ones who are in jail that just need an Apple iTunes card for bail. There's so many different types of scams out there, and if you're an artist, you're gonna be a target too. I got an email a few weeks ago from one of these art scammers, so I decided to troll them, have some fun, and document the whole thing, and show it to you guys, so hopefully you can learn what to watch out for, the red flags, how to protect yourself, and maybe get some laughs along the way. So if you wanna see what happened, keep watching. So I got the first scam email on October 16th, and here's how the scam works. If you're an artist and you have a website or a portfolio online that contains your contact information, you're gonna get an email from somebody that's interested in buying your work. They're gonna wanna send you either a cashier's check or a money order or just a check, and then they want you to deposit that into your account. Initially, it's gonna go in and clear fine, but they sent you too much because they're using a shipping service to pick up the piece, and you're supposed to send the extra money to the shipper. Once you do that and they have the money, the check that you deposited, your bank's gonna call and say, hey, that check's actually not good, it's a fraudulent check, so you're gonna be out the money that you sent them. So watch out for these emails, and they usually start like this. So this is the first email I received from Mary P. Rodriguez. And Mary says, my name is Mary Rodriguez from Washington, D.C. I've been on the lookout for some artworks lately in regards to I and my husband's anniversary is just around the corner. Lots of broken English. You're gonna see that, number one. That's your first red flag. I stormed on some of your works, which I found quite impressive and intriguing. So stormed on, I assume they meant stumbled, but it's funny because I've seen this exact same email that says stormed multiple times on the internet. Other artists have received this. So the fact that they don't know that it's stumbled or don't know that stormed isn't like one of those words that you would usually use in this case is pretty telling too. I must admit, you're doing quite an impressive job. You are undoubtedly good at what you do. With that being said, I would like to purchase a surprise gift to my husband in honor of our upcoming wedding anniversary. It would be of help if you could send some pictures of your piece of works with their respective prices and sizes, which are ready for immediate or close to immediate sales. So this is kind of a red flag for me. If you guys follow me on YouTube or you've ever been on my website, I'm mainly a digital artist. I don't actually offer any pieces for sale on my website. Everything I do is digital. So this is definitely a red flag. If they were on my website, they would have kind of noticed that and they would not have contacted me. She goes on, my budget for this is within the price range of $500 to $6,000. Okay, that's a pretty big gap there, but cool, we've got some stuff to work with. I look forward to reading it from you in a view to knowing more about your pieces of inventory. As a matter of importance, I would also like to know if you accept check as a means of payment. Regards, Mary. So that's another thing definitely look out for. If they say right off the bat that they want to pay with check or money order or something like that, I mean, we've got Venmo, we've got Cash App, there's a lot of stuff out there, which we're gonna get to that too. So that was the first email that came through on October 16th. I waited one day to reply just because I wanted to process it, wanted to get a game plan down, and this was how I replied. Thanks so much for reaching out, Mary. I appreciate the kind words, and I am flattered you enjoy my art. Anniversaries are such an exciting time, and I agree that art makes such a lovely gift. My wife and I just had our 21st anniversary back in June. For ours, I gifted my wife with a self-portrait that I painted. It features me laying shirtless on a bearskin rug. She loved it, and it now hangs above the fireplace in our study. How long have you two been married for? Right now, I have a total of 5 pieces available for purchase, 4 paintings and 1 sculpture, and they are as follows. Then I sent her pictures of 5 different pieces, 4 paintings, 1 sculpture, along with their titles, the size, and the price, just like she asked. So here is the first piece. Now, if you're maybe an art history major, you're gonna look at this and say, hey, wait a second, that's Hieronymus Bosch. That's not original, you didn't make that. That's Hieronymus Bosch. And I would say to you, number 1, no, you're wrong. You might wanna call that fancy pants art school that you got your degree from and ask for a refund, because this is not Hieronymus Bosch. This is in fact a BeeJayDeL original. And you might say, no, this is a crop version of Hieronymus Bosch's Garden of Earthly Delights. And I would say to you again, you're wrong. This is actually Dropping the Kids Off at the Pool by BeeJayDeL. It's a 30-inch by 30-inch piece, which retails for $2,000. By the way, I'm a huge Hieronymus Bosch fan. I've actually got a pair of Bosch Doc Martens, so That's piece one. Let's move on to piece two, shall we? And let me guess, you think this is Edward Hopper's Nighthawks. And once again, you are wrong. This is actually a piece I painted called Where's My Damn Order? It's a 3 foot by 4 foot piece, which retails for $1,500. And on to piece three. Even without a degree in art history, you might be confused by this one and think, hey, isn't that Vincent van Gogh's Sunflowers? And I can understand why you might think that, because if you look close, it does appear to be signed by Vincent, but that's actually how I started signing my name during this period of my art career. So no, this is not Vincent van Gogh's Sunflowers. This is another BeeJayDeL original called My Wife's Dumb Vase. It's a 24-inch by 36-inch original, which retails for $926. $926. And on to the biggest, most time-consuming piece that I've ever done. And I know there's some people right now saying, isn't that Vigo from Ghostbusters 2? And I say to you, friend, what is Ghostbusters 2? Because this is actually Warrior Ben Franklin without his glasses, a BeeJayDeL original. It's a 4 foot by 5 foot masterpiece, which retails for $4,500. And finally, the sculpture, which this one I did have to talk about the artistic vision behind and the origin. And this is my newest piece called Food Service Industry, a Retrospective. This particular piece speaks on the fragility of the restaurant business as a whole during these unprecedented times. The fork and knife balancing against each other, but capable of falling at any moment, representing the uncertainty of the industry as a whole. A fallen pepper shaker is a symbol of the lives overturned, the unemployed workers, the businesses that have closed, and finally, the mask as a napkin, serving as a reminder of what circumstances have caused this change in fate. All the pieces in this sculpture have been made by hand except for the mask and are firmly attached to the base. Size is 12 inches by 6 inches by 5 inches, and the price is $692.50. So if you're thinking to yourself, this is probably stuff he had laying around his kitchen that he threw together real quick, put it on his dining room table, took a fast photo of it, and then came up with this pompous, pretentious background story on, you're probably right. And then I ended the email with this. Let me know if these pieces spark your interest. I do accept checks if that's the easiest way to go. I also accept cash, money order, PayPal, Venmo, Cash App. Oh, I knew I couldn't get through this part. I'm a 5-year-old. Cash App, PP Pay, and Bitcoin. Looking forward to hearing from you, BJ. And there's more PP Pay to come, don't worry. So that was October 17th that I sent that email. She replied back right away on October 17th with, sorry for my late response. Same day she replied back. Having carefully looked through the pictures, I have chosen Where's My Damn Order? Nice choice. Size 36 by 48 inches, price $1,500. So this is where I wasn't sure if I took it too far with the trolling, if they were gonna know or acknowledge, okay, that's Bosch, that's Van Gogh, that's Nighthawks. Are they gonna see this? Even if somebody's not into art, they've probably seen Ghostbusters too, but totally right over their head. And presently working on my relocation soon. Here's something else. A lot of these scams will say that they're in the process of moving. That's why they need a shipping company. That's where the scam comes into play. And thus I'm doing all I could to make this event quite a memorable one. Kindly email me the asking price ASAP. And here, email me the asking price. She just put right above there, size 36 by 48, price $1,500. So that's a little off as well. In regards to payment, my reason for choosing check as a means of payment is owing to the fact that my husband handles the family bank cards and PayPal, Venmo transactions, etc. So I'm choosing check to keep this a complete surprise as intended. Consequently, I would authorize a check to you for the payment of the chosen piece of work as soon as I have your full name and contact address. As soon as you receive the check and it clears your bank, I will have my personal shipping agent, who is also moving my other properties, which this comes up all the time, contact you to arrange shipping pickup for the piece from you. This is to avoid my husband receiving it if been directly shipped to my address, which would ruin the surprise for the wedding anniversary. I'll be looking forward to receiving your phone number, full name, and physical address that the check should be issued to. Regards, Mary. So that was October 17th. Then on October 17th, I went ahead and emailed Mary back and said, "Hi Mary, I'm so excited that you were able to decide on a piece. I'm sure that your husband will love it. The price of this piece is $1,500, which does not include shipping. Will your shipping agent package the painting when they come to pick it up, or will you need me to have it ready to go ahead of time? You can rest assured I have shipped many of my pieces over the years, and I can guarantee it will arrive safely to you if it's left in my hands." Fun fact, my nickname in college was UPS because of how good I was at handling packages. I totally understand about needing to do a check so that the charge doesn't show up on any of your husband's accounts. That would be horrible if the surprise was ruined. Every time I come to it. I set up my PP Pay account for that exact reason. It's the only one my wife doesn't touch. The one-person tandem bicycle I bought her for Christmas last year was spoiled because she saw the charge ahead of time, but that's a thing of the past. Lesson learned. The check can be mailed to me at, and no, I did not give them my physical address. I have a P.O. box just in case stuff like this comes up. I blocked it out here just in case somebody wants to send me like weird stuff. I don't want like dead rats or anything, so I blocked it out here. But what is the time frame for payment and then shipping? Just need to know how soon I can expect the check and how long it will take to be contacted by the shipping agent. Let me know if you have any other questions yourself. Thanks again, and so happy to be a part of your anniversary, BJ. And then October 17th, Mary emailed me back again and says, "Thanks for your response. The check will deliver on Tuesday and the shipping agent will do the packaging when they come for pickup. The shipping agent also have some other items to pick up for me and I want all to deliver same day. I will mail out the payment and get back to you as soon as the payment is mailed out. Kindly get back to me with your phone number. Thanks." So October 17th was a Friday, which meant if I got the check on a Tuesday, they were gonna have to either 2 to 3 day priority mail it or they were gonna have to overnight it. I was hoping for overnight just because it would have actually cost the scammer more money to do that, but you'll see here in a little bit, it didn't happen anyways, but stay tuned. So on October 18th then, Mary emailed me back. The blocked out section once again is my contact information, and she said, "Please confirm so that I can make an arrangement for the check and get back to you with the tracking number. Note, funds will be in excess. Once you have the cash at hand, I will make an arrangement for the moving company. The rest of the fund will go to them. I will keep you posted. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks." So here's where the scam comes into play. It's all about that excess. There is no shipping company. They do not want your painting. Nobody's coming to your house to pick up your artwork because that shipping company doesn't exist. You're gonna send somebody that money posing as the shipping company, and then your bank's gonna call and say that that check that you cashed bounced and you're gonna be on the line for what you sent them, and that's the root of the scam. So I replied back to Mary on October 18th and said, "Yes, that is correct. Also, my phone number is blank if you have any questions. Thanks again, BJ. And no, anybody asking, I did not give them my actual phone number. This is actually just a Google Voice number I made as a burner account. I blocked it out here just in case somebody watches this video and thinks it's still active and tries to call me on it. Don't want somebody else getting the number and then getting tons of calls. People looking for me. So Google Voice number, don't worry." So then on October 18th, Mary emailed back and said, "All right, I will mail out the payment tomorrow and get back to you ASAP, thanks." And then emailed again on October 21st and said, "Hello B, how are you doing? Just want to know if you've received the payment so that I can notify the mover about pickup immediately. You have cash at hand. Kindly get back to me ASAP, thanks." And I replied back the same day then, "Hi Mary, I texted you earlier, but maybe you didn't get it. Have not received the check yet. Do you have a tracking number for it?" So this, I said I texted her earlier because I actually started getting text messages from Mary. So this is the part where I'm getting emails and text messages. Are there two people running the scam now, passing it off back and forth? They're not communicating together. I don't know, but let's look at the text messages. So this was the first text message that I got from Mary on October 19th. It said, "Hello BJ, this is Mary P. Rodriguez that purchased art piece from you. Where's my damn order? Size 36 inches by 48 inches, price $1,500. Just want to let you know that the payment has been mailed out via USPS. Kindly let me know as soon as you receive it so that I can inform the shipping agent about pickup immediately. You have cash at hand. Thanks." And I went ahead and redacted the scammer's number in here too, just in case, once again, somebody else gets this Google Voice number later and people call this and think it's the scammer. I don't want some innocent person getting calls from YouTube viewers, so that's why this is redacted for the rest of the video. And I said, sounds great, Mary. I'll let you know as soon as I receive it. Thanks again. All right, enjoy the rest of your day, she said. And I said, thanks, you too. And then she replied back, you're welcome. The next message I got was on October 21st. Have you received the package? Which, if you remember, October 21st was also the same date I got the email asking me if I received the package. I said, no, it hasn't shown up yet. Do you have a tracking number for it? Mary replied back, I didn't have the tracking yet. I will stop by at USPS office tomorrow to ask the lady that attend to me. By the way, if you guys have ever mailed anything using the post office, you know you get the tracking number when you actually ship something out. You don't go back the next day and say, hey, by the way, that thing I mailed out yesterday, can I get a tracking number for that now? That'd be great, thanks. Not how it works. Then she continues, my anniversary is coming closer and I want the piece to deliver on time. Can you do mobile deposit? I can send the check to your email. You will print it out and have it deposit via your bank mobile app. Is that possible? And then she says, did you receive my last message? I said, yes, I can do mobile deposit, so that will work. How soon is your anniversary? Mary says, okay, my anniversary is coming up on 5th of November. I will send the check to your email. You will print it out and have it deposit via your mobile bank app, or your bank mobile app, sorry. Said, sounds good. Let me know when you send it through so I can check my mail. She says, okay. And I said, did not see any email yet. Did I miss it? She replies back, and this is now October 22nd. She replies back, sorry, I'm sending it today. I was busy throughout yesterday. That was why I couldn't send it. I will let you know as soon as I send it. Thanks. And then she replies back again, sorry, I'm sending it today. It's basically just a copy and paste from that one. So she messed up there by sending it twice. And then on October 22nd, I did actually receive a check via email. It was not from Mary P. Rodriguez, though. It was from Gabriel Alex. And this is the check I received. As you can see, it is a cashier's check, and it's written on a Navy Federal account, which is actually a legit credit union. I left a lot of this stuff in here. Some of it I redacted, but the numbers down at the bottom on the left that I left, that is actually the routing number to Navy Federal Credit Union. And then this is the back of the check. Another thing to notice here is the remitter name. It says Rosita. Who is Rosita? I don't know. It's not Mary P. Rodriguez. It's not Gabriel Alex. My best guess is that Rosita is actually a customer of Navy Federal that had her account stolen. They're using her account number on this check along with her routing number. And then when I deposit this check, it's gonna come out of her account until she notices, calls her bank, and then the funds get reversed. My bank takes the money back out of my account, but that's not gonna happen because I'm not depositing this check. So after receiving that cashier's check, I did call Navy Federal Credit Union, talk to their customer service over there, include them in on what was going on, wanted them to be aware. It did sound like that was probably one of their customers that had their account stolen. So they were going to make a security alert to all customers to warn them of this type of fraud activity and have them be on high alert. So kudos to Navy Federal. You guys handled the situation fantastic. So I texted Mary back on the 22nd and said, received the email with the check and got it deposited into my account. Thanks. How long does it usually take for checks from your bank to clear? I was kind of confused. Who is Gabriel Alex? That was who the email was from containing the check. So I didn't want to ask about Rosita and seem too suspicious, but I thought I might as well bring up Gabriel Alex to see how she replied. And she said, okay, Gabriel Alex is my financial official. I instruct him to send the check to your email. Kindly get back to me with deposit slip so that the funds can be approved. Thanks. And that's not really how banks work. If you're over the age of 18, you probably know you can't just send somebody money, have them show you proof of deposit, and then call up your bank and have them approve stuff just because they sent that. Not the real world, not how it operates, but they must think that, or they assume that other people on the end of this think that, and I went ahead and played along with it. So let's see what happened next. I said, okay, that makes sense. I don't have a deposit slip though, because I did it through my mobile banking. Okay, send me the screenshot of the mobile deposit. I said, I didn't think of that. Hold on a second and let me get it. Here I was just kind of playing stupid. I knew they would probably request that, but I just wanted to play along and think that they were telling me what to do, had control of the situation. Meanwhile, as this conversation was going on, I decided to email back that Gabriel Alex just to see if they would respond, if I could tell if it was the same person. And I said, hi there, Gabriel. Mary said, you are her financial official, so I just wanted to let you know that I received the email containing the check and I got it deposited. Thanks. And I never heard anything back from Gabriel. But I did email Mary back along with a screenshot from my bank, and I'll enlarge this here so you can see it. And there you go. This is 100% Photoshopped. This is not my bank account. Photoshopped everything and showed the $2,750 being deposited, but I also made sure to show it being withheld, made up a fake balance, and then subtracted that $2,750 to get the available balance to show that there was a hold on the cashier's check, just like there should be with a regular bank. Then Mary says, got the screenshot. The funds should be fully available tomorrow. Once again, they have no control over when the funds are available. I will notify the mover about pickup immediately. The funds is available. Thanks. And if anybody's just listening to me read this and not reading along with me, they probably think that I don't know how to read, but this is being read as it was written. So the next day on the 23rd then, Mary replies back via text, hello, good morning. How are you doing? The funds are being deducted from the account and should be available now. Kindly check your account for availability of the funds and get back to me for further instructions. Thanks. And then you can see I said, okay, looks like it cleared. And here is the full size screenshot showing now then it's got the deposit of the cashier's check, the $2,750. The difference here in this, Photoshopped it around, showed withheld being 0, and now the balance and the available balance are exactly the same, meaning that the funds are in the account, but they're really not because I never deposited the check and that's not my checking account. Mary texted back on the 23rd and said, yes, is available. All you have to do now is deduct the money for the piece and send the remaining money to the shipping company, just like I told you, so that they can come for pickup. I will get back to you with the shipping info ASAP. Do you have Cash App or Zelle? Thanks. So of course now they're willing to use any of these instant transfer apps. They couldn't do that to begin with. They wanted to send you the cashier's check or the money order or the regular check. Now all of a sudden they can use Cash App and Zelle because it's the shipping company and not them. So then October 23rd, I replied back, yes, I have Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, I can't do it. It doesn't matter how many times it pops up. I still can't say it with a straight face. I have PayPal, Venmo, and PPPay. I don't have Zelle though. So the agreed upon price was $1,500, which means the extra $1,250 is for the shipper, correct? Is this a shipper that you regularly use and trust? It just seems like they may be overcharging you for shipping, and I don't want to see someone take advantage of you. It seems like a lot. So now I'm looking out for Mary's best interest because I'm a good guy. And Mary replies back, yes, we agreed on $1,500 and you are sending the remaining $1,250 to the shipping company via Cash App. I've been using the shipping company to move items, the shipping company as some other items to pick up for me, and I want all to deliver same day, including the piece. Here's the Cash App tag. You will send and then it just doesn't go on from there. Blocked out is the Cash App tag, which is funny because I don't even use Cash App. Send me the screenshot as soon as you send the money so that I can send it over to the shipping company. Thanks. So like I said, I don't use Cash App, but I went ahead and sent them this. I just looked up Cash App error on Google, took a screenshot, and it says account not currently supported. Multi-factor authentication is not currently supported for this account. Please log in using a different account. So I had something in mind that I wanted to set in motion right here. That's why I sent them this little screenshot. And then I said, having some issues with my Cash App, laying the groundwork. I said, I might have to set up Zelle instead. Give me a few minutes to get this taken care of. Mary says, okay, I'm waiting. I reply back, it looks like someone hacked my Cash App account. Trying to regain access to it right now. I decided to start using some grammatical errors in here to see if they caught on like I'm trying to sound like you. They never did. I said, found out my bank doesn't work with Zelle. And then Mary says, okay, how close is Walmart to you? This is another thing, if you're ever talking to somebody or doing business online and the person on the other end asks you about Walmart or CVS or Target, it's a scam. In the conversation then, because it's only gonna go downhill from there. It's not real. That's one other thing you can look out for. But since I know it's a scam, I replied back, it's only a couple of minutes down the road. So now I start to receive directions from Mary. She says, okay, go to the nearest Walmart and send part payment of $650 to the shipping company. Deduct the charges from the money. You will give them the remaining balance when they come for pickup. Here's the shipping company details. Once again, blocked out this information because I don't know if this person's involved in the scam, if they're unknowingly involved in it and they're working on some other part of the scam and they think that they're getting something else from this person. So I didn't want to put them on blast in this video. So I blanked it out. It's Jill. She lives in Iowa. So now we got Mary, who lives in Washington, D.C., using a shipping company in Iowa. The name Jill. Usually shipping companies have shipping company names like ABC Shipping or Shipping USA. They're not named Jill. Kindly get back to me with payment receipt so I can forward it to them. Thanks. And I reply back, okay, headed there now. And she says, all right, send me the picture of the receipt when you get back. Then I was working on some stuff for the next part, which took a little bit of time, and she started to get impatient. So she said, have you sent the money via Walmart to Walmart? And then I sent her the following screenshot of my bank account. And this is the new Photoshop screenshot of my bank account, my fake bank account. Like I said, I don't use Cash App. I don't know if this is how Cash App comes up under transaction details on banking statements, but you can see 1023, there's a withdrawal direct transfer to Cash App for $7,833.10, which was my entire balance. So now my available balance is zero. So I had to tell Mary, I had to let her know, clue her into what happened, why there was no money in my account. And I told her I went to Walmart to transfer the money and my card got declined when I tried to send it. I just checked my bank account. It looks like whoever hacked my Cash App emptied my bank account. They stole all of my money this morning after I got on to see if the check cleared. I don't know what to do. And you'll see now just a wall of text because whoever's on the other line, the scammer's starting to freak out. They can feel this slipping away. So it's just boom, 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 rapid fire texts. Did you give someone your Cash App details? What is going to happen with my money? You send me the screenshot that the money is there. What happened to my money? Did anyone has access to your account? The money should be in your Cash App. Check your Cash App. The money should be in your Cash App. So I reply back, the money was there this morning and now it's not. It must have just happened the last few hours. I've been working with a gentleman a few weeks ago online who contacted me from overseas. He had a large inheritance that he couldn't get to because of government restrictions in his country. He offered me a large sum of money to help him transfer money out of the country. We were working things out through Cash App, and I think he might have stolen the money. You shouldn't have given him your Cash App. All you need to do now is to cancel the transaction on the Cash App. Can you do that now? How are you going to pay for the shipping company to come for pickup? I said, no, I don't have access to the Cash App at all. It looks like he locked me out. This is when I resent that screenshot again of saying account currently not supported. That's why I started setting all this up because I knew I was going to go down this road and I want to see what their reaction was going to be. And it kind of played out like I thought. They were going to start freaking out. They said, call the issuer to stop the activities on the Cash App. Do that now. Use the number or email you used to register the Cash App to retrieve it back. Then I replied, I just called the bank and talked to their fraud and securities department. They said they would reverse the charges, but it will take a few days for the money to show back up in the account. Whew, that was a close one. I was sweating there for a little bit and I thought I lost all my money in a scam. Mary replies back, the money will be reserved by your bank. The issue now is I have to pay the moving company to come for pickup. My wedding anniversary is very close and I want the piece to get here on time. Please help find an alternative to send the money to the shipping company. I said, okay, sorry for the delay. I will see what I can do. When is your anniversary? Now I asked this because if you remember, I already asked when the anniversary was and she replied, I think November 5th, November 7th. I'm not sure right off the top of my head, but it was one of those two dates. We'll find out here in a second. And then she replied back on October 23rd, Sunday is my wedding anniversary. That was why I did mobile deposit for you so that you can receive the money on time. I'm supposed to receive the piece tomorrow. The piece have to deliver latest tomorrow. So once again, they're not interested in the piece at all. What she wants to do is she wants to speed up this process because she knows that eventually, sooner or later, that check is going to come back and bounce at my bank. I'm going to get a call or an email from my bank. So she wants to get this money transferred before that happens and before I know what's going on. But I know what's going on. I knew from the beginning. So then, of course, I have to ask, does your shipper use PP Pay? I have funds available in there that I could transfer. And Mary replied back, Just confirm from the shipping company they don't use PPPay. Just convert it to cash and send it to them. And I reply back, that's a shame. I find it the best option out there for liquid assets. And then I said, by the way, you told me a few days ago that your anniversary was November 5th, not Sunday. Are you starting to feel what you thought was a sure thing beginning to crumble? It's the little details you have to keep up with. I'm sure you thought you were so close too. By the way, I've been working on a new piece. It's called Grandpa Singing in the Choir. Thought I would share. And then I attached this picture. If you don't know who that is, shame on you. And I thought that would be the end. I thought I would not hear back anything once they got called out straight to their face saying, hey, I know this is a scam. But I was wrong, because Mary immediately replied back, what do you mean? Can't get you, and where is my money? I said, your money is still in the account of whoever it actually belongs to. I never deposited that check, but I did call Navy Federal to give them a heads up. Mary says, what are you talking about? My money is in your account. No games here. I said, no, the money is not in my account. I never had any intentions of depositing that check. I photoshopped those bank statements. It's a little funny that your bank confirmed that the check cleared when it was never deposited. The scam has been around for years in the art community, and most artists are aware of it, myself included. I recommend finding a job and making honest money instead of trying to steal from others. Karma is real, and it's all going to come back on you eventually. And then Mary says, no way do you think you can scam me. I will report you. And I said, not scamming. Like I said, never even deposited your fake check. Please do something else with your life and stop trying to rip people off. And Mary says, safe that lure to yourself. I don't even know what that means. You will hear from my lawyer soon. I said, sounds good. I'll be waiting for that. Here's some reading materials for you, and sent a link to one of the first results on Google search about art scams. It's the exact same thing that happened in this situation, which she replied lie. So then I followed up with 3 more articles showing the exact same thing. And that was the last text message that I got from Mary. No replies back. And that was on October 23rd, but the funny thing is though, on October 26th, I did receive another email from Gabriel Alex sending me the same cashier's check again. I don't know why. They never replied back to that first email that I sent. And this one, they sent me the exact same check. Everything was the same account number, remitter's name. So I don't know if they are on the other side of the scam and don't know what's going on. It's a separate person from Mary. So yeah, I'm not sure there, but that was the last communication I got was from Gabriel Alex on October 26th. And that is how you troll an art scammer. So hopefully you enjoyed today's video today, maybe got some laughs, and hopefully learned what to look out for these scams and how to protect yourself in case you get any emails like this. If you liked today's video too, make sure you give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that bell for notifications so you can get alerted when I post new videos. As for me, I can be found online, BeeJayDeL.com, as well as on Instagram and Twitter at BeeJayDeL. And that is it for today. So until next time, keep creating.